Hi everyone, this is Suren Sapkota. Hope you guys are doing very, very well. I'm from Los Angeles, California, from Southern California. Today is our Friday live, and you can also, ask me any question regarding the real estate or the home buying process, or if you are thinking of selling, buying, or investing in real estate, you can ask me the question. I will put my number. Uh, ask again. I'm typing the right now, or I'm typing the number now. You can, some reason it's not typing. You can also text me any questions of set 714-709-1586. If you cannot hear properly, please let me know. I will be able to answer. Okay. I'm typing my number. My number is 714-709-1586. Or you can type here. Okay. Uh, any questions? Uh, Today I'm gonna give you a little bit uh, market update. Okay, last, of course, US is officially recession, but any times national economy uh, get GDP get minus 2 quarters, so it's fall into recession. It's not the first time we're into recession. We have the country has been for a long, long time. Every 8 to 10 years it happens. But last year, US economy also added 2.5 million new jobs. That means, I think, unemployment around 13%. So it means people who lost the job because of COVID-19. The country is reopening right now, so the companies are hiring back. So this is sign of improving economy. Of course, it takes for a while to get there. Of course, we don't know how long, but I think we are on our way to recovery slowly. Okay. So let me give you a little bit of local market update here in Orange County in LA. Uh, Let me start from Orange County. Last month of May 2020, total listed homes were 3,045 homes listed on the market. Okay. So that means it was a less than 28.5% compared to last year, May, of course, because uh, it's limit sowing and many sellers are still not comfortable letting somebody in their home. So, but still, it was a 3,045 home were there listed. Another number is 1,386 homes closed last month. Means what that means is still there are many, many buyers are still buying homes and they closed 1,386 homes. Okay. So total volume of the was closed $2.5 billion equivalence of the homes Orange County was able to close last month. Of course, it's a 54.5% lower than last year, but it's still $2.5 billion. Of course, its price was closed. Okay. The average sales price was $729,000 for Orange County. In fact, it's the price was 2% higher than compared to last year, but because the inventory shortage, because still there are many buyers, but still not enough homes on the market. For the LA County side, LA County, let me give you some data. LA County total home listed on the market, new homes, seven, 6,716 homes, and totals uh, homes sold 5,000 5,798 homes, means 5,798 family they purchased home last month in LA County. It's a still significant number. It's a 52.4% less, but it's still it was compared to previous year, but it's still significant number. The total purchase price was over $5 billion. It still is a great number. Of course, it was less, about 50% less compared to previous year, but it's still a significant number. So average price of the home, $635,000. Actually, the purchase price rose 0.9% because the shortage of the inventory. Uh, Interest rate is historically low, and there are still so many buyers on the market. So because of shortage of the inventory, most of the cities still were facing the inventory shortage. But if you are thinking of buying, and if you are financially very very comfortable, if you are emotionally very very comfortable, I still highly recommend. It's a good idea to purchase home because the interest rate is about 3%. But if you are selling home, still it's a great idea to sell because you know still price is very very still good. There are so many buyers on the market, and still it's really moving. Okay, so I think both recommend. If you are thinking of investing, then you may find a good deal down the road. So I will answer all the questions. You can really write the question on the screen, or you can text me also uh, here. Let me read. I got a couple of questions here. The questions here is, I heard that interest rate is all time low. It is that true? Absolutely. The interest rate is the lowest in the last 50 years. Interest is around 3%. Of course, it depends on your credit, or depend the type of the home you're gonna purchase. All those factors are there, but historically interest is very very low. I believe probably gonna remain for a few months because we have election also coming in. Um, if you are really thinking of refinancing, that also great time. Of course, if you are thinking of buying, uh, really great. You'll be able to get very good interest rate. Can you can you help people that are out of the state like Texas? Absolutely, because we are working with a group of the people, a group of the realtor in local market, uh, in other state also. Definitely, we can refer to somebody in that state, and we can definitely help you out. Uh, Whoever is tell you want to move, okay. Uh, so working with about 4,000 group of the realtors across the country, they are some of the best realtors in the country, and we working together. Definitely, we can help you to refer to that great realtor in that market. Yuvraj, Prince Rubazi, Kargaji, welcome. Vivek is welcome. You guys, you can really take your questions, anything you have on the screen, or you can also text me on the phone. I have a questions here. This is good time. Uh, can I buy the second home? Yeah, absolutely. If you if you are comfortable financially, Uh, and if you qualified for the loan, of course, it's good to always consult with the mortgage broker or banker, mortgage banker. Absolutely, you can. It's still possible to buy second home. I have another questions here. It's a good time to sell. Even as earlier I mentioned, um, if you already own a home, it's still great because market is still very strong, especially here in Los Angeles area or Orange County area. We have a shortage of the inventory. We have a shortage of the inventory for many years. Still, we have a shortage of the inventory. We have a very difficulties to find the homes for the our buyers. Still, it's a great time to sell if you are thinking of selling, but we don't know few months from now because we how long this COVID will be. But so far, it's still a great time to sell if you are thinking of selling your house. Then, if you are thinking of buying the bigger home or dream home or investment properties, whatever goals you have, definitely that is still a great time to sell as of now. I have another question. Can we do open house now? We didn't have a physical open house, but we do have a virtual open house that's allowed by from the GOR state authorities or the county. So we have a state guideline, but still you will be able to see virtual open house as well as you will be able to see the homes uh, physically. Yes, it is, but not like open house used to be before. Okay, absolutely. I have another question. Is somebody asking me, do you recommend private lender or bank? These questions I get all the time. Both are good their own way. Depend in how comfortable you are. So I can tell if you have everything is perfect, credit score is great, the income is great. Definitely, maybe you can go with a regular bank. But if you have some challenge, of course, both they follow the guidelines. Uh, uh, you know, Freddie Fannie Mac guideline, but their own way. Yeah, maybe private mortgage broker can be the more flexible than banks, but it's a depend. Both are great. Depend your situation, depend your income, depend your convenience, depend your relationship. If you are comfortable, either way, that's perfectly fine. Bank or private mortgage broker. Okay. But make sure you always compare the interest rate and closing costs. So you have to really compare. You have to shop around how much they're offering the interest, how much is the payment, uh, kind of thing. Okay, I always encourage my our client to really compare the closing costs and the payment, how much payment they are making every month. So important. If you compare, if you do some like homework, definitely you can save definitely some money. I can tell. Another question I have: what kind of insurance should you get before buying a home? Not before buying the home, because in order to protect that home, because lender require the insurance, mostly fire insurance or like hazard insurance, that is required. So that is required for the lender. So definitely that's the only insurance. But if you want to some protect more, they can always add some additional insurance. Another question that I have: how to get pre-approval from the lender, bank, or private mortgage broker. You just have to call them, of course, and provide your financial information. And with based on your financial information, your tax return, your income, they will issue the pre-approval. There is certain process they go through, check the credit score and other things. But absolutely, and the pre-approval is pretty much always free. So I think it's a good idea if you are thinking of buying home in next 1 to 3 months. It's a good idea to get pre-approval because sometimes you like the house, and if you are not ready, so sometimes you need to make the offer right away. So that is a great idea to have a pre-approval so you can really make an offer. Have another question. It's again somebody really asking me it is good to refinance now. Absolutely yes. Uh, if you have an higher interest rate, I can say anywhere more than 4%, even 3.75%, or or above, you should consider refinancing because historically interest rate is very, very low. You can save some money, some payment, but so that is really good idea to actually it's a good idea to refi. Okay, so that way, so you can save some money, but you always compare with the different lenders, so they can really get the good closing cost saving and the closing cost as well as the monthly payment also. Okay, the reason you want to do refi because you want to save some payment, some money. That's right. That's the goal. Okay. I have another question. Somebody, just typing a asking, what is the good tax payer level to buy the house, minimum to maximum? Uh, it's a depend what kind of how much purchase price you are looking. There is no good or really, but how much if you are looking for $500,000 home is a different income level you require. If you are looking for $800,000 home or $1 million home, it's a different income level required if you are self-employed. But the best thing we can do that, I can refer to somebody expert in that area for mortgage broker or banker. You can text me your number, or you can call me at 714-709-1586 because it can be different answer for different people. So based on your financial situation right now. Okay. But anyway, great question, Jumbo Gongli. Thank you for asking. You can type your question or you can text me at 714-709-1586. Another questions I have somebody texting me, how do I know if my realtor is good? That is great questions. One of the industry real estate, so many people have license and it's very easy to obtain the license. But if somebody has a license, doesn't make that great professional person that apply for insurance agent, that also can apply for the real estate agent, that also can apply for the somebody does the taxes, that that can apply for any profession. You know, if somebody has a license, doesn't mean that they can do the good job. The best way is you just check their performance, their track record, how much transaction they have done last year or this year, and best way you can ask the reference how many business they have done. You can always check the credibility with other clients. They have done business in the past. So I strongly recommend you. Sometime you may have, or maybe your cousin has a license, maybe your family member has a license, or maybe next door neighbor has a license, maybe a colleague has a license, or maybe you know your buddy has a license. Uh, that doesn't mean that uh, that doesn't make them the good realtor. It's like every profession. There are great CPAs, there are great doctors, They are a great insurance agents. They are great professionals. They are sort of okay professional also. But same thing in real estate industry. Some realtor, excellent realtor, some are they are okay. Some people they just have a license, they just want to do part time, just get by. So because this is your most important investment in your life, uh, you are investing 500, 600,000, even $1 million, maybe $2 million, and you are gonna pay that for next 20, 30 years. I highly recommend you to check their credibility and check their how many transactions they have done. Check a lot of you know reference. Check their. I highly recommend you check them out before even making decision. Don't just get emotionally involved. Just don't. Please don't choose any realtor because you know them and you have to do obligation no because it can cost you so much money if you don't have a good professional realtor. Like it's like any other profession, like if you don't have a good CPA it can cost you a lot of money, but if you have a good CPA you can also save a lot of money, or you can also save the headache. So same thing here. I really recommend uh, check it out before making an improvement. Before choosing the realtor, you should really check that his performance and credibility and all all other things. Okay, that's a great question. Okay, someone is asking me the questions here. Lotte Lamaji, welcome. Do you have a different category for the question? I could not really answer. Can you please retype or text me? Do you have a different category for, or maybe my computer screen? Let me move. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Do you have a different category for the first time home buyers? Uh, the benefit of being first time home buyer is the not the category, but first time home buyer can have even they can really put the less down payment, even 3 or 3.5% down payment. It's got something called FHA loan. If you have a good income, definitely you can really start with a low down payment. That is a privilege first time home buyer can have it. Okay. Another question, audience asking me, it is it is taking it is going to take too long to sell house now. Uh, Not really. The area I'm working right now, LA County, LA Orange County, even Riverside, San Bernardino County, Southern California. No, actually, we have a shortage of the inventory. There is a very strong demand for the homes. Uh, no, no, pretty much normal time used to be like January, February. It doesn't take a long time because there are many buyers also still on the market. Not like, of course, January, February, which right now the more buyers are buying, and compared to April or May this month, I see a lot of momentum. But yeah, it's still definitely it doesn't take a long time. Then before it's still there is a lot of demands for homes in the area, so still we can really do we can sell quickly. Have more messages. And I hope I'm able to. answer all your questions. Uh, what I can say, of course, I strongly believe this COVID-19 pandemic, it will pass. We have to stay positive. We have to stay calm. Of course, we have to follow all the guidelines. We have to be very, very careful. We have to take care of our family. We have to take care of our health. As I strongly believe it will pass like anything else did in the past. We overcame a long way, even United States all over the world in the past. So it should pass. You just have to take one day at a time and just live with the new normals. New normal means wearing the mask, wearing the gloves, using a sanitizer like that. I think we should be okay. We'll come as stronger and better than ever before as a country, as a community. I have another question is how many co-signers I can have? As I know that there is no limitation of the co-signer. You can even have two, three, even four, five, six, some of the situation. There is no limitation of the co-signer. But if you have some difficulties of obtaining the loan, sometimes it can be a situation like this. People can lose the job or people can lose the income. But definitely, it's a co-signing is one of the great idea. You can ask friends or relatives to really help you out. But of course, you have to be really comfortable both sides to signing it. So it still is a great idea, and you can always refi and just change that co-signing status. I think one of the many people they do co-signing, especially somebody new in the country or they're a couple of years in the country. There's some reason income is not enough, or they have a competence they can do, or somebody buying home together as a family. Still, co-signing is a great way to start, and we have done a lot uh, that also. So definitely check with the lender before doing anything, because of course the reason you want to have a co-signer because you want to make sure your income is enough together. Okay, so it's always a great idea to check with the lender. Any questions you have, you can text me or call me. So it was pleasure talking with you. Every week we have either market update or we also interview somebody expert in this real estate, uh, finance, or the business world. Our our job is our goal is to provide you information, empower you to achieve your goals and dreams, whatever we can help. Okay, and good night, and have a great, very productive weekend ahead. Uh, Happy Friday. Take care of everyone.